Hello everyone, this is going to be my first video of a Dark Souls Remastered Let's Play slash walkthrough slash 100%. Be going for all of the achievements. I've already had a couple of them. I'm going to be restarting. Uh, my name is Tintin. This is going to be my first video altogether. I'm a achievement hunter who's wanting to start a YouTube channel. I've got a Twitch by the same name that I've been streaming Dark Souls Xbox 360 version, so I thought I would do like a walkthrough for Dark Souls Remastered, so I'm not doing it twice on stream, if you get what I mean. So I thought, screw it, I'll start a YouTube and do some videos. So I'm going to be doing maybe like 40-minute parts, just going to play through the game. I'm not great at Dark Souls, so I'm not sure how these parts will be, and I'm also not great. Well, I have no idea how to edit or anything like that. I need to learn. But to start with, these probably won't like they'll probably just start and stop. Like I won't actually have like any edits or cuts or anything like that to start off with. I will learn over time, but might take a while. But anyway, let's get into this. Now I hope I can start a new game because well I prefer to if I can. I always like to start a new game. I'm hoping that the game has the sound working. Might turn the sound up a little bit to make sure. But yeah, it's definitely working. Let's have a look at these options real quick. They seem good. Brightness seems good. Buttons and network, they are all good. New game. We're gonna go with our character name. Go with Tintin. May as well, right? I'm gonna go. I'm a male on the Xbox 360 version, so I'm gonna go a female on this one. Why not? And I did go thief, just because you get the master key. So we'll do that again. Gift this time. Oh, gift. That's saying you can do the master key as a gift. So, I did get that last time, but it wasn't the. I didn't see it really have much effect. No, actually, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with. I'm gonna start off as like a warrior build actually, and then I'm gonna give myself physique. We'll go with just average really. I'm not really gonna go much in detail on this character customization. I just want to kind of get into the game, but we'll do a little bit. So, and I was thinking of doing face cam on this, but I decided against it. I think just gonna be more immersive in like having the just the game and my audio. And like during cutscenes and stuff, and people are talking, I'll let them talk. I won't just skip through it, and also I'll like be quiet during the cutscenes, just for anyone who's new to the series and wants to actually focus on it and not just coming by. This will kind of be a little bit of a walkthrough for getting the 100%. I might do some because there's some pretty grindy achievements that I might do like a little bit of off camera, but I want to try and keep as much of it to the actual let's play as possible, so it kind of shows like the realistic amount of time you're going to be playing if you want to go for 100%. What does it mean? Wait, you can actually customize it fully. I mean, that'll do for me, I think. You never really see their face, so. But we're gonna start off here. So I'll be quiet for this cutscene.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
That was a long cutscene, but it's very interesting. I think some of the bosses are
Yes,
cool.
indeed. The dark side brands the undead.
Spawning in is the undead. Asylum.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
I basically know what I'm doing because I've been playing it on stream
Where they
on
are
Twitch as well.
locked away
I
to
at,
await
at,
the end
at
of
now
the
I'm in
world.
Anne Orlando on that, so I'm gonna try and keep ahead on that side, and I know what I'm doing. I kind of know what I'm doing here.
This is your fate.
Probably gonna go west, similar type of run as well. We're doing basically the same. So I did on that. Obviously, just a remastered version. Might change it up a little bit. Started. Exactly. Be curious to know who's played this game before, and if you are new to the series, if you haven't started yet, you thinking of starting it, or just coming by to see see what it's like first, and such. And if you are, well, obviously everyone's going to be new here. If if you enjoy the Let's Play, feel free to subscribe and like for your support, and it'll help me continuing to do videos. Well, I plan to do all of Dark Souls 1 like this, a Let's Play, and then depending on how they do, when I get like around to starting Dark Souls 2, well, when I buy it, I need to buy it first. I will see what's doing better. I might just do videos for that, or I might just stream that because, yeah, there's two versions, but I don't think I can get access to the Dark Souls 2 original anymore. It's just the Scholar the first day. Just doing one run through that. I won't be doing both Dark Souls. Yep. Notice Dark Souls Remastered seems to be a lot darker than the original was. I noticed that straight away. It's dark. But that's fine. Now we're ready to go into a boss fight and then right out of it again. Anyone who doesn't know, this is like the way. This is. It took me ages to figure out where you're actually meant to go next. But hold on. I think Game Boy might be a little high, so let's turn it down a little bit. Basically, what you're meant to do is you're meant to open this doorway, and then obviously the boss comes down, that Asylum Demon down there, but you need to run to the side. Be pretty quick about it too. To get through this door before it shuts, to miss the boss, and then get all of the bonfire lit. You need to work your way around this so you get like your starter sword and shield, which I'm gonna try and do without a shield. Obviously, you get the shield. You don't really need it. You can dodge them out. It was pretty easy. Instantly get rid of that. What was that again? I just seen there the Dark Souls, Humanity, and Soulford. I don't really know if I'll be using that at any point. Got me. Now, by no means am I very good at this game. Pretty terrible. I've played through 100% of Elden Ring. That gave me the incentive to play these ones. I'm still like I'm not very good. And there's a ball up here. If you're stuck, that's what you need to activate. And it breaks this wall, and then that guy that handed you the body is chilling here. You must have like fell in, and this kills him basically.
You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Ooh, who's the Estus
Oh,
flasks? We
and
need
this.
those. And that
Now
key
I
as
must
well,
bid
which
farewell.
we can use to get back
Would
to that
hate to
bonfire
prolong
at the
after
start.
death. So go. Thank
Something
you.
realized not long ago. I realized it when a friend said it. Joker14, go check out his YouTube. Shout out to Joker over there. But yeah, I would have never guessed it either. But Estus flask is actually a flask full of fire because you're restoring the ember that brought you back to life. I would have never figured out. I don't know why. Like, yeah, it makes sense because it literally looks like a flask on fire, but you just wouldn't think it. Huh? Oh my god, I am terrible at this game. Actually, I maybe should have picked the game I'm actually good at to do a let's play of. But, oh well. I'll get better as the let's goes on, hopefully. I don't know if I really call it a let's play or if I call it a walkthrough or if I call it a 100% walkthrough. I'll start off with probably just calling it a let's walkthrough. Maybe I'll call it a realistic walkthrough. Like for an actual kind of like basically a new player starting out the game. Basically where what it's like. Anyway, so when you traverse this fog to be above where that boss was that you seen, and you can jump down and take off half his health straight away. So when you fall down, like press attack, which is RB, and boom, well maybe not half, do a lot of damage in that. He's got time your dodges. He's not very hard. Always lock on as well. I say that and I messed up there. Lock on. Yeah, as you can see, he's not a hard boss to beat. You might take a couple of hits, which is fine. But oh my god, what was that? Messed up them hits there. There we go. He's down. And that is your first boss defeated. It will give you the big pilgrim key and a humanity, which humanity is a very big part of this game. I'm still really learning, but it makes you not undead anymore and you become human, and you can summon people, summon helpers for certain boss fights. Most boss fights have a helper, which tell you what, they help a lot, and they're definitely worth having on your team. Like they can almost, some of them can almost like solo the bosses really. And if you come, yeah, here it is a soul item. You use them and they give you souls for anyone who doesn't know. It's your soul are used for a lot. I'm sure most of you guys in here will know that. There's something to do with these eggs, but I could never figure out what it was. Things that you can sit on there and just, oh, I don't know. I never figured it out. I just kind of kept on going. I'm just double checking. I don't think there's anything else here. As far as I remember, you just walk up here and another cutscene. Don't think there's any talking in this one.
Only
No, there is.
in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Sorry about the notifications there, guys. I might turn them off for future videos. Here we go, getting to the one of the first areas of the game. Asylum. We're in the what's it called? Firelink Shrine. That's where we are just now. This is like the hub for basically quite a lot of the game, to be honest. Viking City right here. Electricity Humanity. I would advise saving them just now until you need them. And if we sit down here, we can get our first couple of levels up and go straight for health, limit health. That's straight up, and then we're gonna get a couple of strength and dex. We need to get strength and dex ready, or so they're required. You need a certain amount of strength and dex requirements for certain weapons. There's a couple of decent weapons we will try and get to start.
Well, what do we have
There's this guy
here?
here, which we'll listen
You
to.
must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
There we go. Talk to that guy. That guy gives you different dialogue throughout the game, and I think you can kill them for a certain item, but I would advise keeping him alive because I'm pretty sure he gives you some pretty decent information. Like after completing certain objectives, you can speak to him. Now, where is it? Yeah, it's here. If you come up through here when you start, you get yourself some fire bombs early on, which they are pretty useful. They do a decent amount of damage. You get fire bombs, you get black fire bombs. I think there's other fire bombs, but I don't come across them yet. Yeah, this is kind of the hub area. It is as you progress through the game, you'll come across different characters that once you either save them or help them take down a boss or whatever, they will come here and you can speak to them. Now, when you come up this pathway, which there's pathways all over the place, there's this guy, which you can speak to
Hello
get
there.
your
I believe we are not
second
acquainted.
achievement,
I am
third
Petrus
achievement
Thoroland.
of the
Business
playthrough
advice?
already. I think you
If
get
not,
one for the Estes
I'd
Flask
prefer
one
to
for
keep a
getting here,
distance, if possible.
and one from this guy.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested
Dialogue.
that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods. Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
So now that I've entered his covenant, that'll get you an achievement. There's about 5 or 6 achievements for different covenants around the world that you can find. I found 2 or 3 of them so far. And there's a couple of items here that for the 100% we will need to buy. I can't remember exactly which ones, but I won't be doing any of that until probably the end of the game. Unless, like, because a lot of them obviously require a decent amount of souls. So that's 10k worth of souls out there for that one. You need at least a couple of these. So we have that now. We can learn gestures from each
Come again.
everyone.
The effectiveness.
Now, if you head up here, this will be an area that you will have more access to later in the game. But there's elevators here which will take you up to the undead parish, which we will be exploring later on. Probably not in this part, but we will at some point. When you use that elevator, you can actually get up to that items there, other items. Just now we can get there, so we have been to the undead parish. It's a pretty lengthy process to get up there. Couple of parts in, and we should be up there. Now, if you come along into here, there is. Yes, you out here. Should be right on the right. No, I'm thinking of the wrong place. I'm thinking of down there. Sorry, so guys, get lost there. But there is all of these, but skeletons will spawn. I would advise just running through, collecting all the items you can, because these skeletons just will continue to respawn. So I just run through the map, run through the area, pick up this shield. That's a good shield if anyone's wanting to use the shield. Another large soul right here. If you continue down this path, you go down there to the catacombs, which is a later area game. I would not advise going down there. Pick up this. It's the Spyhander. That is a pretty decent starting sword. You might actually end up putting it on too. I'm dead. I got caught on that headstone. Damn it. Now, if I could edit, I would probably edit that stuff out. But I don't know. It's more realistic to show that I do obviously die, and I'm probably gonna die a lot. Like in my Xbox 360 playthroughs, I'm already at 70 deaths, and I'm only on like I'm not even that far into the game. Now we're gonna go back down here to get this last item that I missed. It's just through here. So we can get a winged spear. I'm not gonna collect every single item in the game on camera. Obviously, there is a lot to collect. I don't imagine you guys need to see all of it. Unless you would rather that, let me know in the comments if you want to see where every single item is. I can work on that if you would like it. Now, I don't want to fight these guys because they're just so annoying. I don't think I can get up there just now, so we will just jump back down and I'll just go to the bonfire just to stop them guys chasing me. So, for this bonfire and any other bonfire you kindle, you get 10 Estus slash 5, and I think you can upgrade this even more. So what you need to do to kindle is you need to reverse your following, which you go use one of the items of humanity and that'll put a 1 where the two zeros are, and then you can reverse your following and use that one, and then if you put another humanity on, which I need to put up to 2, you can then kindle, and you'll kindle your kindle the flame, which will mean you can get 10. I would advise doing these every so often throughout the game. Certain bosses that are harder than others, I'll probably do it a couple of times to show you guys stuff. I'm just going to have a look here just before we get started. I think, can I use this straight away? No, I need 24 strength to be able to use that. So that'll be a while till we can use that one. So we just gotta stick along for just now. I think just for the sake of just because we've not got much right now, I'm gonna pick shield. Just for the sake of because we're low level and we shouldn't really need it all too much in this area. That guy with the shield, that guy's your biggest issue here. The jump in this game is pretty weird, in my opinion. So you've got to like run, holding B, and then let go of B and jump, and press B again. If you do it correctly, you'll end up here. If you don't, obviously you'll fall to your death. When you do that, but you can get to this item, which is the Ring of Sacrifice. Now, it's a one-time use ring, but when you use it, you will, if I remember correctly, you'll lose nothing upon death, but you'll break the ring. So it's one use. You won't lose your souls. When you die, you lose all your souls. So you just make your way up here. This is the main way. This is where I would advise going first. You can go to other areas, but I would definitely advise this way first. Than anything else. And then work your way up here. This guy will come flying at you. Don't worry, just knock him off. Fall down there instead of falling off because nice. And then kill him. Come up here, and there is another item down here. I'm just showing you all items that I picked up. Well, that I picked up on my playthrough. So that's another slow item out. Then we've got another one here. This rat. A lot of rats. Another slow item. And for now, that gate at the bottom is locked. We'll have access to that a little bit later. We will get through there later on. I wonder if I can Master Key basically makes it that any door that requires you to find a key to open, you can just open them. You can just open them anytime. If you come up here, this is us entering the Undead Burg. This is the next area of the game. So you've got these two guys that spawn here, another guy here, and another guy in the building. I say that as I get hit by him. Take him out. I think, if I remember correctly, I swear if you destroy something in here, you no, different area. Okay, so you've got fog here, but first, we're gonna do a little loop. If you destroy these, you can then fall down here. There's one large soul. That'll give you more souls. There's an enemy down here which you can kill if you like it. You want some extra souls early on. That guy's he likes to hit fast. You'll come along, you'll see, look, you can see that enemy hanging there. If you're stealthy enough, you can get there and like knock them off. These guys don't really give you much in terms of souls, but there's a couple of items you can get down here, so I'd advise coming down, even if they don't give you much. And look, you can see him here, and boom, knock him off. Boom, knock him off. Only get two for the other two. Anyway, villages, you get rubbish. I have still to learn what that is actually used for. Being honest, these little blood stains, they will show you where people have died. They'll spawn and you'll get like this. You can see that that guy got killed by them guys. So if you come up this ladder, you'll kind of be looped around. It'll be end here. Another humanity. So that's great. We've now got quite a few humanity, and that's you looped around back to here. They have that quite a few times in this area, so we will then come up from here. You'll have an item here, which is another soul. I usually keep my souls, say I'm like just off of a level up, and wait to go into a boss or a harder area. I'll use that to then get it, or you can use them to get a quick bunch of souls for leveling up your weapons. Well, I mean, you can use them for anything really. It's all up to you guys what you want to use them for. This dragon will appear and then it will fly away back up there. You will be shooting that dragon's tail off later on. That'll probably be in the next part. So We got this guy here. You need to watch out because there's an archer up there. He will shoot at you. Easy to watch while you're fighting this guy. Boom. Yep, see, I took a hit there, but we'll just now sprint forward and get to this guy. Now, this is an example of a door you can open with the master key. Pretty sure, or if that door can just open anyway. There's another shield. I'd advise later on just not using shields, but for now I'm going to start off by using them. Now, we're not going to go to that bonfire just yet. Use this fast, and then we're going to go into here. You see these two guys? I'd advise luring one away at a time because fighting these two guys right off the bat be a little challenging. These guys are a little challenging to do the job. You just need to get that hit past their shield. There's one down. Yeah. Nope, missed that one. There we go, we got it. The rest is flashed up, and you'll notice that we broke some blocks there. Boxes which will lead down into this area right here. If you look behind this, well, you can see him right there. This guy behind there who will come and charge at you. And if you head out here, you'll have your first merchant, which is this guy right here.
Then you want to trade for.
And from him, there is a couple of things you can purchase. You can purchase all this stuff. If you want, you can purchase the residence key. I don't think I need that because of the master key. But I'm going to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need that because I have the master key. But yeah, you would buy that if you want to go with something else. I'd advise going with a master key. You can also buy arrows, which I don't think we have a bow. So that would be...
waste of time. Go and.
That'd be kind of useless unless we do have a bow. We kind of need a bow. I can't remember where you get it. I swear you're meant to have gotten one by now. Now you can also, if we'll come back to that, you can also go down that path, and it leads. In fact, actually, let's do that. There's an item or two you can get out of here. Come down here. There's a bunch of little guys. Four to be exact. They don't give you much in terms of runes, but they give you access to more of the area. So you then head up this ladder. Tip that I didn't learn for a while, but if you're coming down the ladder, just stop and tap B, and you'll just go flying down the whole thing. But you'll come up here, which means you can get this item, which is four knives. And then if you feel like you can make it, try and do this jump right here, which then lets you up to this area where you can get your crossbow. Actually, I might now go buy bolts. Okay. If he sells bolts, I might go buy bolts instead and do bolts instead of arrows. I swear you were meant to get a bow and arrow by now, but maybe it depends on your class. Or if I missed it, or what. But I think we can do it with bolts as well, so we'll just buy some bolts instead. 45 bolts, you need quite a few, so I'm just going to take them all.
Thank you, kind.
Might even need to like farm some souls for a while to get enough, because you need to be quite precise with your shots on that dragon, but that's not for now. That's later on. But if you come up here and you go left, you'll find the next bonfire. There's the blue tool in here. So this bonfire you'll use quite a bit over the next little while. It's quite a decent bonfire to have. But I think this is where we're going to wrap up the first video for today. I'll try and get this part out as soon as I can, and get working on the next part maybe today as well. Schedule that. I'm going to try and do enough, not every day, but between this and streaming and life, might go to one every couple of days, depending on how often I can record. But thank you guys for coming by and sticking through the video. I hope you enjoyed. Uh, like and subscribe for more, and I will speak to you guys in the next video. Thank you.